Guys, good evening all. I have shared my screen. Can anyone confirm you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thanks for confirming. So we are almost end of the PLS skill. Okay. So as part of the PLS skill, we finished procedures, guys. This is a major portion, right? Because we learned so many things in procedures. And then yesterday only, I think I have given what is functions and how they are different from the procedures. And also we have seen a sample code snippet for the cursors. Okay. So the only one topic was left, that is triggers. So that I'll be explaining today. And once it is done, there are some additional concepts are there in SQL that I'll try to cover in upcoming next 2 days. Okay. So that's actually the plan. So, but yeah, before we jump into the things, let's have a quick recap. So, can anyone unmute and just tell me the difference between procedure and function? Anyone? Difference between procedure and function.
When we want to return a value, we should use functions. If you want to only print them, go for procedure.
Right, right. Okay, if you want to do some operation, right, and then you don't want to return anything, then go for procedure. But if you should return a value, then you can go for the function. Okay. So, what is cursor?
Like a
Anyone?
loop, sir.
Hmm.
It is like a loop, sir, to fetch row by row from the table.
Yeah, you can say cursor is a one mechanism. So it will point to a particular table, and then we can fetch row by row, and we can do some operation on it, right? So what is the syntax to create a cursor? I mean, there's some shortcuts I have given.
DOH.
DOFC, sir.
Correct. DOFC. So what is a D for?
Declare, sir.
Declare.
So in
Declare
declaration section, yeah. Can anyone unmute and tell me how declaration section goes? Declare
Declare
cursor.
your cursor name
And then
as
as
table.
table name.
correct, correct. So as you can say your select query, right? So your cursor will point to that, and then you have to create some temporary variable of cursor type, so which can fetch the rows. And here you should say open your cursor, and here you should say your close your cursor. In between, guys, you have to use a basic loop in PLSQL. What is the difference between a normal while loop and a basic loop in PLSQL? What is the difference?
Normal loop will run until the condition is false, sir.
Right. Your basic loop?
Basic loop will run until the condition is true.
Nice, nice. So that's what how how the cursors will work. Okay, so that's all about cursors. So today, guys, I'll be going to the triggers. Yeah, but before I jump into the triggers, can you help me how to create a procedure quickly? I'm asking how to create a procedure.
Create procedure name,
Yeah, we do this right. Create,
parameters.
right? Replace, replace procedure, procedure, and you should write your procedure name and followed by parent list. Parent list, you have to write it, and then you should say as begin. Correct? You should say as begin, and then you should say body, right? And finally, you should say end and then slash. Guys, here the question is: once you created a procedure, okay, is it mandatory to call the procedure to execute the body?
No, sir.
No, no. See, this is you created a procedure, right? Once you created a procedure, how we can invoke this body? Is it mandatory to call the procedure or not after creating it?
Yes, sir. Execute.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So there's a explicit call is required, right? Right? There is a explicit call is required. Without this explicit call, okay, without this explicit call, this logic never execute. Make sense? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, similarly, guys, if we create a function also, if you create a function also, if you want to execute the function body, again, explicit call is required or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So your procedures and functions, once they prepared, a developer must and should call it, then only they will execute. Until unless if you won't call, they won't execute their logics. Right? This is, I think, clear everyone. Similarly, now today, guys, we'll be learning a concept called trigger. Okay, there is a concept called we are learning something called trigger. Okay, so this is the base syntax we can say. And I'll be adding so many things here. Okay, here, guys. So many things I'll be adding here. Yeah, before I want to add this so many things. Again, 3 more lines will be added in the syntax itself. But first line is clear, everyone, right? So in first line, yeah, say for already create or replace trigger name, and you should write some. I'll tell you what you need to write here, and then you should write as begin. Right in between again, you have to write the logic. Now the first difference between your procedure function triggers is triggers are automatically executed, like a timer bombs. Okay, you understood, right? Timer bombs. No one need to call it explicitly. It's automatically triggered when it reached to the particular time. Correct. So you can just imagine in that way. So this is the first bullet point I want to say. Unlike your procedure functions, triggers are automatically executed. No need to call explicitly. Does that make sense? The point number one about triggers,
Yes, sir.
guys.
Yes, sir.
Uh, in entire SQL and PLSQL, the only one topic has a bigger syntax. The topic is triggers. Okay, I explain around 50% syntax. Again, more 50% syntax you need to understand. Okay, but I think you understood the basic idea. So triggers are automatically executes. So let's talk about something at what time they executed and all now. Okay, right. So let's take some tables. Let's take it. So let's start from tab. Okay, we have so many tables. Okay, let's just sort of start from employees. Okay, I think I'll go with this small employee table. Okay, guys, this is a read operation, correct? Everyone clear, right? Read operation. Nothing but you are retrieving the data. Okay. Now, I'll running one command. I'll running one command. I'll running one command. The command is delete from employees where employee ID is equal to 1 if I say, or if I say employee ID is equal to 102, yes, you know the output of this query, correct? And this is a write operation. I mean, write means you can imagine it's a modifying it. This is read and this is write. Okay. And we do have a 3 write operations, correct? The insert is considered as write, update considered as write, delete also considered as write. And only, in read, you have only the select command. Okay. So this is, I think you are clear. So the next point I want to tell here, triggers will be applicable. Okay. Triggers will be applicable for your write operations only. Okay. Triggers will be applicable for write. Guys, this is the second point. First point you already learned, triggers are automatically executed. Now point number 2, triggers will be applicable for insert, update, delete operation. I think this is also clear, everyone. Okay. Right. Now, guys, here we have an employee table, right? Yeah, this is your employee table, right? This is your employee table. Has 7 rows, correct? This table has, 7 rows. Now, on the down, what you're doing, you're doing a delete operation, correct? You're doing a delete operation. So whenever you do delete, guys, whenever you do delete, this control goes to this line number. Okay, this control goes to this line number. The reason why it goes to the this number, you already know it because we are applying a where clause, right? So what where clause do? First it will go to that row. Okay, first it will go to the row. So this is the first step number one, right? And then after that, what delete operation will do is, guys, what delete operation will do is it will delete it. It will delete it. But here I want to give a one important point. If you want to eat the food, before you want to eat the food, you'll do hand wash. After you do it also, you should do hand wash. Correct? Right? And after hand wash, you'll do one more extra thing, you'll use napkin also. Correct. But right, you understood the things, right? What I was discussing. So eating is one operation. Before you do some of kind of things, like arrange your plates, hand wash, kind of things you will do. And after your eating done also, yeah, you'll just do hand wash and you'll use a napkin, correct? So it means the operations are different, before and after you're eating the food. Similarly, guys, this is a very important point, and this is a key point for the trigger concept. The key point here is before you want to delete this 101 row, before you want to delete 101 row, you want to execute some logic. Okay. Okay. So I'll repeat. So before you want to delete, you want to execute some logic X. Okay. You want to execute some logic X before delete. Okay. Before delete. And sir, after delete also, I want to execute some one more logic Y. Sir, what kind of logic it is? So maybe I can explain you some, in a real-time point of view. So before you deleting, guys, just imagine your contacts. Just imagine your contacts. You selected that contact, you have an option delete. When you do delete, it'll ask you first, right? Are you sure to delete? Right? So that are you sure you to delete, right? That's some logic, right? That logic. Correct? That's a logic X you can consider. Now, once you click on the delete button, okay, again some logic will be executed, right? So the logic will be, this contact is deleted from your mobile. Guys, think three things here. One is deleting your contact, right? That's how we are deleting 101. But before you delete, some logic is executing and it asking your confirmations so that you can consider logic X. Now, after you delete also, some logic will be executed. Array, this row and row, will be deleted. This one so row will be deleted. Again, that's logic Y. This kind of logics, if you want to execute, then guys, you have to take the help of triggers. So here you have to create some trigger X. Okay. In trigger X, you have to say, hey, are you sure to delete? Okay, are you sure to delete? And here you have to write one more trigger. You have to trigger one more trigger. Trigger name is maybe Y. So there you have to write, yeah, this row is deleted successfully. Now, as per this context, the logic X, sorry, you can imagine X is a one trigger, or let's say something, name is trig-X. Okay, trig-X, and this is something trig-Y. Just imagine. Now tell me, guys, trig-X, you decided to delete, you decided to execute the logic. You decided to execute the logic before delete or after delete? Trig-X.
Before
Before
Right.
delete, sir.
Trig-Y, when you want to execute, before delete or after delete?
After delete.
after
So now I given two bullet points so far. One is triggers are automatically executed. Now that connection, the dot I'll connect here. Okay, the first point connection I'll connect here. Now, if you see, guys, a trigger you can execute, a trigger you can create. You can execute a trigger before your delete, after your delete. Not only delete, guys. Not only delete. Okay, not only delete. Before you update and after you update. Before you insert and after you insert. In all the places, guys, you can execute a trigger. I just give an example delete. Guys, I just give an example delete. But before your update, you want to do some logic. I can give you one example. Sir, what do you mean by before update? Before update. Guys, if you are using net banking, Okay, let's say you have a account balance is 10,000 and you're sending 2,000 to your father. Okay, before you sending, click on transfer button. There's one summary you can see. Your current balance is 10,000. Okay, and after this transaction, your balance will become 8,000 after your transaction. So what it's saying, you have not done the update. I mean, you're not done the transfer so far, but it will show you the summary to you. Okay, this will happen once you do the update. So that is, before update. Okay, and I can give you with one more real-time example after update. See, once you transfer the amount, okay, definitely update query executed. That definitely, your amount will be deducted and you will get a 8,000. But one more column is there, right? The column is updated field. Hope you recall. That's automatically updated the timestamp that at what time you did the transaction. So that is, a after update logic. I hope everyone is following. Guys,
Yes, sir.
I was just explaining on high level, okay, when triggers will be used. Now let me explain you the use case. Sir, when to use before insert. Before insert. Yeah, see guys, I think, yeah, we will go with one banking example in a scenario. When you're creating the accounts, you'll get OTPs, right? Okay, your account is not about to, I mean, it's about to create, but before it, some operations are there, right? Some OTP confirmation, right? And a phone number confirmations, right? A mail confirmation, or, KYC. That everything will be done, right? So insert is nothing but create your account. But before inserting, some operation will be done, right? So that is also you can consider, a trigger will do it. And after insert, you will get a one message, right? As your account is created successfully with this initial amount. Right? That's, the logic why will be executed. So guys, these triggers are automatically executed. So how they automatically executed, you'll come to know once you know the syntax. Once you know the syntax, you'll come to know how they executed automatically. Guys, I'm done. I'm done. What is trigger? So a trigger is like your procedural function. A trigger is nothing but like your functional procedure, but the triggers are automatically executed when some event is triggered on a table. Some events are happening on a table. What my event? A DML operation is an example. This is a DML operations, right? UDA. So whenever you do UDA operations, the triggers are automatically executed on the trigger. I mean, on a table. Okay. So this is something, about triggers. And the only magic here is, the syntax now. If you know the syntax, now all the dots I'll connect, guys, here. If you know the syntax, all the dots I'll connect. Yeah, I was expecting the first line syntax from you because you already discussed. First line syntax.
Create or replace trigger name.
Nice. Create or replace. Guys, this is only the topic have, a big syntax. Okay. Yeah, I'll be saying your trigger name. Create or replace trigger name. No parameters will be there. Yeah, I think it's already given. This is, your as begin. And guys, here, if any declaration section will be there, you can declare the sections. Okay. Happily, you can declare the sections. And here, if any exceptions, if you want to handle, yeah, you can happily handle the exceptions also. Okay. And in between, the declaration section and begin section, if any, the logics, if you want to execute the actual logics. Okay. The actual trigger logics, this is the body of the trigger, actually. Body of trigger. Hey guys, this is optional, right? This is optional. When you want to declare a variable, you can declare it. This is also optional block, right? When you want to handle the exceptions. And the main thing, your eyes has to be focused here. So what you are writing the logic, body of the trigger. What do you want to do with the trigger? What do you want to do the trigger? That you have to write the logic here. Okay. So this is optional. If you want to remove, I can. Okay, but let's keep it at. If you want to remove it, you can remove it. This one and this piece. But yeah, your eyes has to be focused here. Okay, up to here clear? Because I'll be adding 3 more lines. Up to here clear? Guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Now here, guys, you have to say create or replace trigger name. And guys, here you have to say on table name. On table name, on table name, on, a table name. 1 second, guys. I was getting a call. 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. So I think the first line was clear, everyone. Okay. Create or replace trigger, trigger name. And I just now explained the trigger will be executed on DML operation, correct? So what are the DML operations? Guys, what are the DML operations?
DEC, sir. Update, delete,
Insert, delete, update.
You can use any one of them. So I'll be using insert, okay, or update, or you should say delete, guys. And yeah, once you did this, guys, once you did this, so on which table you are doing it? On which table you are doing it? That you have to declare it. And also I have explained one more thing in the during explanation. One more thing I have explained. Before insert, you can do some logic. Right? Before insert, you can do some logic. And after trigger also, I mean, after this DML operations also, you can do something, guys. So this is, almost 90% syntax. And one more line is there. That is something, for each row. Yeah, this is, a complete syntax of trigger. I know, I'm sure this 4 lines will get you confused, but yeah, guys, I can go with one use case so that you can understand. Okay, so let's take a one use case. I'm sure you can expect the answer as well by looking that. I'm sure, 100%. Now, guys, my requirement is after delete any row in EMP table, OMP table, EM table, show deleted, deleted, uh, deleted message. I mean, deleted successfully, deleted successfully, message via trigger. Guys, you can spend some time to understand the requirement. What they're asking, after delete any row in employee table. Don't you know this query for this? Hey, don't you know
Yes, sir.
query for this? The left side query, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, left side query, right? After delete any row in employee table. So what they're expecting? Show deleted successfully message. Show deleted, or I can say EMP deleted successfully message. EMP deleted successfully message I want to display. This and via trigger I want to do this. Via trigger I want to do this. Chalo guys, we'll go with the line number 1 now. Syntax. Focus your eyes on the syntax now. Now trigger name you can write anything. Okay, trigger name you can write it. Maybe I can write it guys for you. Okay. So create trigger. Okay. Hey, you can write this one also, right? Create trigger. I'm writing the trigger name is Steven. Are you clear the line number 1? Guys, I'm writing the code here. I'm
Yes,
writing the
sir.
code here. Are you clear the line number 1? Okay. Now tell me guys. Should I write before or after?
After.
Hey, are you sure we should write after?
Yes, sir. After deleting only, we have to print the message.
Exactly after. So either you can either one of them, either after or before. Okay. Next, again, guys, in floor basis, you can see 3. Now tell me which operation you are doing. Insert, update, or delete.
Delete operation.
Delete,
Correct.
sir.
After delete, on table name. What is the table name?
Employees.
Correct. On employees. On employees. Guys, just we are displaying the message, right? Just we are displaying the message. And let's say if you are deleting, uh, let's say if you are not writing the where class. Guys, let's say you are not writing the where class. How many rows will be deleted? So very
All
simple.
rows should be deleted, sir.
No, you should say 7 rows, correct? I know all rows, but 7 rows will be deleted. Agree, everyone?
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
agree everyone?
Yes,
In
sir.
left side
Yes.
query, if I not write where class, 7 rows will be deleted. Now, if you see, guys, the requirement after delete any row, nothing but 7 rows are there. Sir, should I execute this trigger for 7 rows? Should I display this message for 7 rows? Should I display this message for 7 rows? Yes. If you want to display, then you have to write a extra line something, for each row. For each row. This is the line I'm talking about. Sir, what happened if I not write it? Yeah, this is optional, guys. If you not write, after deleting 7 rows, this message will be displayed. After deleting 7 rows. But if you write for each row, for every row, you can see this message, guys. For every row, you can see this message. Guys, I'm going step by step. Are you clear the line number 1?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Are you clear the line number 2? Why you selected after?
Sure.
Third line, are you clear? Why you selected delete only?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And on table name is clear. And now you are clear why it is for each row? Guys, for each row. If you get confused, I'll explain. You see. Okay. Okay. 7 rows are there, na? Who is the first row? One James, right? James Gosling. If you want to display employee deleted successfully message, after each row, like one James, after deleting it, you'll get a message. This row is deleted successfully. Next, 2 John. Again, you'll get one message. EMP deleted successfully. 3 Michael. Again, you'll get a message. Employee deleted successfully. If you want to do this kind of output, if you didn't need kind of output, then you have to use for each row. Sir, I don't want to display this message on each row. I just want to delete that. I just want to show that message after reading all 7. Then you can remove this. Make sense? Makes
Sir.
sense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe I'll write in a single line. Okay. Maybe I'll write in a single line. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe I can keep it here. Now, tell me, guys, what should I do? Should I need to declare any variables? Should I need to declare any variables as per my requirement? I just want to
No,
show the
sir.
message. No, no, right, right. And in between begin and end, directly can write a message. The message is dbms underscore. Okay, output underscore line. And the message I was displaying or requirement is this message we have to display, correct? So as this, you can write it here. Now, guys, let me connect all the dots now. Okay, let me connect all the dots now, whatever we discussed so far. Now, guys, this is a procedure. Whatever I have explained, this is your procedure now. This is your trigger now. Now, what is the trigger name?
P1, sir.
Okay, nice. When it is executed automatically, by seeing that line, you have to tell. When it is executed automatically.
When a row is deleted from table.
Exactly. Now, see, all dots are connected. See the message if you see, after delete on employees. So this trigger executed automatically after delete operation happen on employees table. And what this T1 is doing? This T1 is doing this work for each row. This T1 is doing this logic, okay, for each row it will be executed. I hope this is makes sense, everyone, what trigger is doing here. Guys, make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me keep you these things. I'm sure at least 70% you raised it. Not 100%. Maybe with the first example execution, maybe you can understand. Let's keep this things in a paint. Okay, so will be the syntax. Let's as explained this in the beginning. The difficulty for this entire topic is remembering the syntax only. So here, let me highlight a few things. So when you are declaring your trigger, okay, so you have to say on which table you want to execute the trigger and on which operation you want to execute your trigger and at what time. Before insert a, after insert a. This is a key point. Before insert a, after the. And guys, this is a logic for the trigger. I'm using the same color, orange color. Okay. So this trigger execute this logic. This trigger execute this logic on this table name. Okay. Either before insert or before insert or after insert, before update or after update, before delete or after delete. That's your wish. That is, that's, you have to decide it. And this is, guys, the use case I have taken. Okay. This is, the use case I have taken. So maybe I can keep everything on a page. Yeah. See, guys, I'll be trying to match the same colors. So this is a logic will be executed. Okay. And this is your trigger. Okay, this is your trick. And guys, here you will be selected after, and here you selected, a delete, and this is something, on your table. Okay, is that make sense, everyone? The first example I'll be explaining, execution. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Let me save it. I will not. Let me delete it. Guys, without trigger, if you delete it, some message you are getting, right? Some message you are getting it. Okay, some message are getting, but I was now decided to change that message, not change. I want to update that message to some other thing. Before that, I want to set this set server output space on because the DBMS, the message will won't run, right? Set server output on. Yeah, guys, my output server output on. Now, whatever the trigger I have explained you now, okay, I'll be pasting here. You'll get a message, invalid trigger specification. Wait, create trigger name.
Create or replace.
No, that's optional, man. Wait. I was doing some silly mistakes, not the bigger one. Create or replace trigger name after insert on table name. Oh, I know what was the mistake I was doing here. Where is it? Okay. Wait a moment. I'll go to one more real-time example also, but let me compare this. Create trigger name after delete on table name. Okay, written for each row that begin and end. Okay, seems to be it's good. Right, create the old one is created already with errors. Maybe okay. Let create or replace the trigger name after delete on employees for each row. Strange. Table name. Table name. Let me debug this. Oh, dbms underscore output. Oh
You're
my god.
missing T, sir.
Oh my god. Oh my
Output.
god. Right. Oof. Okay. Chalo. Okay, guys. Then I'll be doing a delete. Okay. Yeah. So I'll be doing a delete on. Yeah, guys. This is how I was doing deleting here. 102 already deleted. Because you remember here when I do before triggers, I mean without applying any trigger on employee, this is a message you have seen, right? Now guys, I'll be doing delete from employees where employee ID equal to 101. Okay, now you already did a trigger. So this T1 automatically executed on this employee table since you are doing a delete operation. Okay, so let's run it and guys see this. Are able to see the message? Are able to see
Yes.
the message?
Yes, sir.
So
This is what trigger is doing. Now let's don't apply the where class. Okay, and run it. Tell me guys, why it's showing 5 times?
We are using for each row, sir.
Nice, nice. You understood, right? Guys, what for each row is doing, it's optional. If you delete it, okay, after everything deleted, then you'll get one message only. I hope makes sense everyone now what is trigger. I'll go with few more examples now, but this is on high level what is trigger. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe I can, before I want to show one more example to you, I just want to ask you one more use case. And any one of you please unmute and tell me the trigger. Okay. So guys, now my requirement is I'm sending amount. Okay. I'm sending amount to my father. Okay. And then I want to update the modified time column. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Tell me guys how to write the trigger for it. Guys, I want to update the updated time. Updated time. I want to update it. At least tell me some syntaxes. At least the first line, second line, that way. First line.
Create or replace trigger name.
Okay, you can say T2. T2. Okay. No. Yeah. Tell me before or after.
Before.
A. After no.
After, sir.
transfer. After. Okay. Now insert update or delete.
Update.
Date.
Yeah. Update. Read it completely. Create trigger T2 after update on table name. Right.
Employees.
That is accounts. Okay. For each row as begin and in between guys you have to write the logic that I'll show you, no worries. Okay. That I'll show guys. One more requirement. one more requirement. I want to insert one new account details. I want to insert one new account details in a account table. After insert operation is done, I want to display a message. Hey, account holder, your account created successfully. Your account created successfully. This is a message I want to drop it. Tell me guys trigger. Okay, first line man.
Create or replace trigger
T3. Okay.
T3.
Hmm. After insert, ma. After insert, accounts
After insert
table.
on table.
Yeah, for each row, right? Or you can remove the for each row, and then in begin and end, you have to write that login, right? So a similar example, I have it now. Similar examples, I have it now. So I can quickly show you now. So first of all, I'll be creating one table. Okay. First of all, I'll creating one table. Guys, is a table name. Table name is bank accounts. Okay. Table name is bank accounts, which has a 4 columns: account number and amount, account number and amount, and created date, modified date, guys. By default, the created date, modified date columns also there here. Created date, modified date column also there here. Okay. Totally, the table has 4 columns: account number and amount, guys. Okay. Now, actually, I'll show the trigger now. Okay. I'll show the trigger now. You have to explain me what it is doing. Guys, what it is doing. What's the trigger name?
Welcome summary.
Summary.
Nice. In which table it is running? I mean, it will invoke. In which table it is working?
Bank
Bank
accounts, sir.
accounts.
Bank accounts.
Now tell me when it is executing automatically.
When we are performing insert operation.
You should say completely, man. after insert operation on bank accounts, this logic is, and what is this logic is doing? Hey, you can read it now. Simple message.
Your account created successfully.
And
Your account balance is
here, guys, we'll be using new and older terms. We'll be using new and older terms in triggers. New means affected row. New means affected row. Okay. Old means existing row in a table. Okay. Now, guys, I'll be creating this trigger. I'll be creating this trigger. So you can see a message trigger is created. Okay. The message, trigger is created. Now, guys, I'll be inserting the row. Okay. Now I'll be inserting a new row. Account number is 105. Balance is 85,000, guys. Okay. Now I'm storing the date manually. Okay. Both created and modified date. Both manually I'm storing it. Manually I'm storing it. You can imagine that in 2012, this account is created. In 2012, guys. By default, you remember, created date modified will be, same, right? By default, right? So this account, imagine, created in 2012. So guys, you get a message, one row created, but you can see one extra message. From where this message is coming?
Trigger.
Everyone understood this now? What is trigger? Guys,
yes, sir.
okay. And I have one more example. Again, we'll do backtrack. Okay, what is your trigger name?
Show balance summary.
On which table it is executed?
Bank accounts.
When it is executed?
Before update on bank
Before
account for each.
Before update means you are sending some amount to your father. Okay. Now, in declare section, what they did? In declaration section, what they did?
Balance difference.
One variable they created, the variable means balance differences. Guys, this balance difference is nothing but, you will get confused. Try to understand carefully
Temporary
this
variable.
balance difference. It's a temporary variable, but what it is doing inside the trigger, I was explaining now. You have 10,000 in your account now. 10,000. Okay? Old amount, 10,000. You send 3,000 to your father. Okay? Your new amount is 7,000, right? 7,000, right? Old amount is 10,000. New amount is 7,000, right? 7,000 minus 10,000. You'll get 3,000, correct? The 3,000, you're using absolute function. You know what absolute will do? If it is a positive or negative, it will show positive number only. We know that here we'll get negative 3,000. Here you can see 3,000 only. Now read the entire message. Please read the message. Just fix the message. Current transaction amount
Current
is
transaction amount, sir.
Is how much?
3,000.
3,000. Before transaction amount is
10,000.
nice.
10,000. sir.
Old amount. After transaction amount is
7,000.
7,000.
that's it. So simply this trigger is executed before your update operation is going to be happening, and we give the balance summary for us. Okay. So let's create the trigger. So your trigger is created. Okay. Now guys, do a update operation on it. Okay. So yeah, guys, if you see the update, what I was doing, this account is in a 105. This 105 account already I have 85,000, right? For 85,000, I was adding 25,000 extra, guys. Something, someone depositing some or someone transferring some amount to this guy. Okay. Yeah. You can see the message, guys. You can see the message. See, current transaction amount is 25. Balance differences. Okay. And before transaction is 85,000. After transaction, 11,000. And this is not only for, deposit. Yeah, for update also, guys, it will execute it. See, this guy is now transferring some amount. See, current transaction is this. Before transaction is this. After transaction is this. Okay. And I want to show you the one more last trigger. Last trigger I want to show you here. Yeah, guys. Now, tell me, guys, what's happening here? Anyone, please unmute and explain me what's happening here. What this trigger is doing.
It will execute after deleting a bank account, sir.
Assume you are deactivating your account in a bank. So what they'll do? They delete your row, right? They'll delete your entire account details. Then you will get this message. Hey, thanks for banking with us and your closing balances. This one you will get it. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's run it. So your trigger gets created. Let's do a delete operation on it. Okay. Let's do a delete operation on it. Let's do a delete operation on it. Guys, you can see. Hey, thanking for banking with us. Your closing balance is 95,000. Before your delete, yeah, I mean after your delete, this is happening. After, don't think that, sir, is it message displaying this before this or after? No, it's clearly executing after your delete only. After the delete only. And one more thing, guys, as I explained, yeah, how to update guys, one more trigger I was creating. You have to tell me what's happening here. Yeah, you have to tell me, guys, what's happening here.
We were changing the modified date, sir.
Right. So this trigger executed on bank accounts before update. Okay, for each row. So you have a modified column now. So that modified column, a new value will be supplied with the system date. Okay, I can show you this quickly. So first let's execute the trigger. Guys, your trigger is created, but I think there is no more rows, okay, to update here because we already deleted. So what I'll do, I'll insert a row. Okay, I'll insert a row. Guys, when you're doing insert, right? When you're doing insert, if you run select start from this bank accounts, okay, so you can see the time, guys. Created it 1st January, modified it also, 1st January. Okay, now let's do a update operation on it. This guy is sending some amount. Okay, this guy sending some amount, 15,000 to someone. Okay, now this trigger will be, two triggers will be executed here. Two triggers will be executed. First trigger will show the summary. Second trigger, will update the time, guys. Two things will be happening here. So let's run it. Okay, guys, you can see two things will happen. One is anyhow it's showing you the balance summary, and now if you do a select operation, now if you see the select operation, guys, see one more operation it is doing, right? So it is updating your modified time to 3rd December today. Its account is created 1st Jan, right? But today we did the operation, no? So we created a one trigger, that trigger is executed on update operation. So on a table, you can create a number of triggers. I hope this is one of the best example I think I can explain you what about the triggers. This is a real time, guys. These are the real time use cases will be there, projects. Make sense? What is triggers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have two images to show you. Okay, it is a definition. See, a trigger are like your stored procedures which are automatically executed or fired when some event is occurred. A event can be a DML or a DDL or some database operation. And one more image, guys. Yeah, as I explaining from beginning. Okay, the typical part is the syntax only, right? The only typical part about the your triggers is only the syntax. So this is syntax, and in the syntax, guys, each line I have explained. See, so this is the first line. Okay, so what's happening in the first line? Create or replace trigger, and before or after. So here you can see this specify when the trigger will be executed. Now insert or update or delete. So this specifies which DML operation, on which DML operation you want to execute the trigger. So on table name, you have to specify your table name for each row. Right? This specify a row level trigger. Whatever I have explained, all are row level triggers. If you don't want to execute on every row, don't mention it. Okay, so make sense? Guys, make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Guys, I'm done with the PLSQL with this topic. So I have to maybe have more 7 minutes. So I thought to explain one introduction concept. Okay, I thought to explain one more introduction
Sir, I have
concept
a
today.
doubt, sir.
Yes.
If we don't use for each row inside the trigger, and after that, if we delete a row from the table, will you get that message?
Correct. One row if you delete, you'll get that message, Guna. Let's say you have 30 rows and you have not written for each row. Then after deleting 30 rows, you'll get that only one time message. But if you use for each row, for each row deletion, 30 times you can see the message. Got it?
Yes, sir. But I'm only deleting one row, no, sir, without using for each.
Then you'll get one message only, nah? Because see, it will execute at row level. If your query is deleting one row, it'll execute only one time.
So if you're deleting only one row means no need to use that for each row. If you're deleting entire
Yes,
all
yes,
rows means
yes,
then
absolutely correct. Correct. You're right, Guna. Okay.
yes.
Right. So guys, how many keys you learn? How many keys you learn in Oracle? Keys. I'm talking about the keys. Guys, how many keys you learn in Oracle? No, no keys you learn. No keys you learn.
Primary key, foreign key, sir.
Primary key, foreign key.
Foreign key.
Okay, nice. Yeah, what is primary key? Okay, what is
We
primary key,
use to
man?
identify a specific row of the table, sir.
Correct. So primary key is used to identify a row in a table, right? Nice. And you have to convey two more points. So primary key does not allow null, does not allow a duplicate, and one table can have one primary key. So these are the bullet points you can say. Next, what is foreign key? What is foreign key?
Which
User to
references
establish
primary key of another table.
Yeah. So yeah, it refers to another table. You are correct. You are right. So I was checking. Okay, a table I needed. Here I can show you. Okay, I think I will go with the members row. It has around 9,000 rows. Very difficult. Wait. Mm, let's go with the hotels maybe. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good. Okay, with this concept. Okay. Right. So if you have we have a hotel ID, hotel name, hotel price, ratings, and locations. Okay. Now, if I write a select query and if I write where ID is equal to 1, tell me guys how many rows you'll get, one or many? Answer is one
One.
or many. One. Why one?
You are mentioning ID, sir.
No, it should say, sir, you're declaring a primary key. Okay. Okay. In various class, you're declaring a primary key. So definitely primary keys always gives a one row. Right? Now, yeah, before I want to demonstrate the next topic, just I want to explain you what is key first. Okay. So the definition of key, guys, key is a column. Okay. Key is a column in a table. Okay. Key is a column. Key is a column means it could be a ID, it could be a name, it could be a price, and it could be a rating, it could be a location. Okay. So a key is a column in a table in which, okay, in which we can fetch only one row. We can fetch one row uniquely. One row uniquely, guys. One row uniquely. So let me take you this example, in a different way. Let me take you this example in a different way. Assume guys we have a 10 doors. 10 door has the locks, lock 1, lock 2, lock 3. Now guys, each lock definitely associated with only one key. Correct? So with that key only the lock will be open. Similarly, guys, you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a 5 keys. Okay, we have a 5 keys. In this table, we have a five keys. Nothing but 5 columns are there. But Using which column we can identify one row uniquely. Using which column we can identify a row uniquely. That's we have to call it as a key, guys. Okay. So I think everyone clear on what is my key. Key is nothing but a column in a table which is used to identify a row uniquely. Now if I run this query, you'll get only one row, so we can say ID is a key. Now if I say price is equal to 2000. Now guess you get one row or many row.
One row, sir.
No. Don't look at the data. Just imagine a hotel use case. Multiple hotel
Yes.
can have the same price. Correct? So you get one row or many row here.
Many row.
Correct. There could be a possibility many row. Right? So your price is not considered as a key here. Now if I say guys rating is equal to 4. Now one row or many row.
Many row.
Many rows, sir.
Correct. It's also not considered as a key. Similarly, guys, if I write location equal to Amirpet, again you'll get multiple rows only. So in this table, we have only one key. Actually, the next topic is types of keys. You learn so far only the two key programmatically, primary key and foreign key, but we have alternate key, super key, candidate key, composite key also. There are more 4 keys are there, but programmatically we cannot create them. Programmatically can create only 2 keys, and remaining are conceptually how to learn it. Only conceptually. That I'll be discussing tomorrow. Okay. So that's all for today. Yeah. Any queries? I'm about to close.
In the previous example, we can directly subtract the new amount from the old amount, no, sir.
Yes, we can do that as well.
But you used ABS method also.
Acha, see, the ABS size is, in a different way, bro. The ABS size is, different for, showing the balance difference, in neutral value. But generally, if you see balance, how we calculate, okay, what are the new amount you have it and what are the old amount, general formula. General formula. Let's say before you want to do the breakfast, let's say you have 100 rupees. After you paid something, assume in your pocket you have only 30 rupees. How will you calculate balance amount? In your pocket you have 30 rupees. And before you've eaten the food, you have 100 rupees, right? That way you do subtract it. In a general I'm thinking. In a general I'm explaining. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all for today. Yeah, tomorrow we'll see the continuation, guys. Okay. Bye. Good night.